Mr. Brian Ramirez, how to what do we owe this pleasure?
I just couldn't keep away from the conversation. I love it, and it's
It's good
enticing with
conversation.
everything between the blizzards, the good vibes that are going on. People putting some ideas together. I'm loving that. And
Yeah.
cheers. Yes,
Yeah.
Bo. I'm drinking, but I'm not drunk yet. So salute.
Is that the only thing you drink, Brian? Or do you get
Actually, no,
paid?
but on camera thus far. I can't wait for the one day I break the. I don't know what
Oh
it'll
my
be.
goodness.
Maybe like wine or something. But
Whoops. Yeah.
thank you
So
for inviting me on. By the way, I appreciate that.
absolutely. It's I've I've been doing these. This is the third one now. It's been just a random whenever I feel like going on call-in show, and I'll send out invites. Whoever wants to come up can. No pressure at all. But it usually generates some good conversation, and yeah, but it's interesting to see who comes in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm a yapper. I can talk about anything.
And Des, she comes in and geeks out with us, and
Des is
I
cool.
love it.
Des,
Yeah.
Des is in my karaoke broadcast. We were having a ball. Des and Gabrielle.
No, that's awesome.
That was so funny. Then
And you're always egging
we
me
were
on to sing, so I'm like, oh.
so what of this charity fundraiser event? Like, what can we? I know you more than happy to sing, play covers like you do. Those are awesome, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
Des can paint. I can just sit up here and tell
my
jokes.
neighbor.
I think we've got some pretty stellar talents here to share, and I hope that maybe there's like some people that we could partner with the helps of Haps that could match whatever contributions are given to us. Maybe you know.
I think that a lot of folks would be on board with it. I think we could definitely do an all day
Let's
thing.
do. What is your like? How much do you think you could raise? Because don't. A lot of people are getting, can't just keep giving awards every day. They try
Right.
to do like a budget a month, and when the budget's gone,
Oh,
sorry, it's
that's
next month.
Yeah,
And
excellent. So why
then
don't?
they feel bad, and they feel
Yeah,
guilty, and they don't want to go in people's broadcasts.
and that's not fair to
Oh,
them either,
thinks we
right?
can raise
Like
50,000.
50, 50 Bo.
50,000.
You're gonna love that.
Uh, and
I'm thinking it should be a timeline, right? Why take something and make it an event like a day when you could have something like you have an opportunity to donate for a week? Like why stipulate it to be something that's limiting for? I mean,
yeah, um,
yeah. Well, good point. Good point. You're right.
but I think it would be. I think it could be easily done though. Like for a day. I mean, $50,000 sounds like a pipe dream, but
Well, let's think about it.
I can't hear.
50,000.
I can't hear Lenny.
From celebrities to donate to, to raise money.
Right. Right.
One of the things I did was to raise money for the Barbara Bush. Is it the I forgot it now. Illiteracy Foundation.
Awesome.
That's what
I
it's
love
supposed.
that.
There's a
I'm in
judge in Texas
education.
who
I
didn't want
love
a
hearing that.
retirement party. So my friend was friends with the judge. He calls me and says, "Hey, you can do this. Will you do it for us?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it for you." And it takes a lot of calls.
Oh, Dina D's
That's
here.
connected.
Dina.
I
Hey,
I
Dina.
even got golf balls from what's his name, Bob Hope, when he was alive. Dick Clark, you name it, I got
That's
it.
awesome.
Charlie Daniels was such the nicest man. He says, "I'm going to send you a
Charlie
shirt I
Daniels.
wore on stage from the Grand
Yeah.
Ole
Wow.
Opry, and
That's sweet.
I'm waiting to get the things, or I'd have them sent down directly to Texas where this was done, and it didn't. Um, I'm like, wait, it didn't come. I called up and his manager answered the phone, and he happened to be heading to Nashville where the event was anyway, on a plane the next day. And he says, I'm so sorry. The man went out of his way, got the car, whatever, stopped at the hotel where everything was going on and left it with them, and they got it to the right people. That's how kind they were. That's why I love people from Tennessee, Nashville. They're so nice.
We could do a drawathon too.
You could incorporate it all over
A day with Brian is
one bow.
$500 per bow, and a day with Kurt Schilling is 5,000. A day where you come back alive and not pregnant, 10,000.
Oh, hell.
Oh.
Wait a minute. A day with me where you come back alive and not pregnant? Well, do we have any boxers in here? Female boxers?
You would have to do.
Strap on a bow? I think I might be able to do that.
I think
Oh.
Anthony Davis is onto something here with the Go-Go or GoFundMe too, for sure.
The Indiegogo fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, absolutely. If that way you don't have to give awards, it could be a one-time donation.
Right.
But
Yeah, and
again,
there's
we've got
not
a
there's
lot
not
of
really
people on here that aren't working.
there's not really an award that, like, say you want to give. I guess there is a $50 award in there, but say you wanted to give that, without Haps taking a cut in it and stuff, you would want all the money to go.
But the thing is, you want to be able to cash out till 200. So you want to,
Yep.
even if you got donations, like.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe that's a great point. Yeah, that's something to consider.
And then
because
again, I mean, even here, and not to be, I'm just because I know this. Like, if you even raise a couple hundred, what is that really going to do for the amount of money that's going to be needed?
So that's great, because you guys are bringing up an excellent point. Like, what's the monetary compensation? Maybe that's not where we could contribute the most. Perhaps it's getting the word out for something, like a website people should pay attention to, or a place
that's
where they could
easily
contribute.
done. I mean, there's already CNN had a site up to donate, but I'm not going through CNN. I hate that channel.
And like
No,
Debeth
but
said,
you're
every
gonna
little
have-
bit helps.
There will be, but I'm also be very careful on GoFundMe, right?
Is
Because
that so?
you're gonna have a lot of scammers putting up accounts you think are legit, and they're not. Because I bust
Gotcha.
them. Oops. Bloop, 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 bloop. Next
And then
comment.
and then there's Bo.
Bloop. So, anyway, you have to be very careful.
Yes, always.
Because people have been scammed so badly, by people that say that's going there. You have to wait for the official word for a police department or whomever that's set up, because you don't know the person you're sending it to. You don't know if they're really going to give it for what they're saying. I could go make up a sob story and put up a thing on there, and people
And then there's
spread
Lenny.
it around on Twitter and say, "Hey, can you share out this link?"
It's always
No.
good homework, get a reputable
I
organization.
think that they should really check these out. That's also
What do you think about all this, Des?
GoFundMe and all the other ones that do it.
I mean, if someone set up a GoFundMe for the send the money to them, I think that'd be great. But like, how would you get in contact with those people who need those funds? Like, how do you know directly which family or people that it's going to go to?
That's what Red Cross is going to be down there. Team Rubicon's already ready to go. The government's got this,
Oh,
there as long as they're not blown over by now, ready to go. There's more companies coming to help. You have no idea what just one town, the amount of poles I saw broken today and power lines down. This is going to take a long time. Yes, I am still talking. That's what.
How many years to the date was this? 16? Does anyone?
Yes.
16 years, yeah.
Christ. That's still hard to imagine.
So weird. I mean,
I was
of all the days,
young. I was in my early 20s, and that stuff is going down. and now just bizarre
16 years ago, yeah, I was 18.
repeats. Easy.
I was 18 years old.
And the other thing that happened around then, other than Japan and the nuclear meltdown, was the tsunami, right, in Indonesia, or was it somewhere around there, right? Around that time period of 2004
The
or 5.
tsunami. Yes. Oh my God, I forgot all about that.
Don't use any of those sites.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. The tsunami.
I just keep thinking how history repeats itself, and some things that
2004.
yeah,
The tsunami in the Philippines.
Yeah.
unfathomable.
I was up for days because people were getting on Twitter from the Philippines. I gotta tell you, they're some of the nicest
I'm having a
people
hard time hearing
I've
Lenny.
come across. We were
Can you
taking
hear
their
Lenny?
names, having them DM names and addresses. They had no way to I don't know where my relatives are, and then we were passing them on to the right people. I was part of that as well. Did you mute me?
No. I can't. Do you? No, you're not muted.
Okay, I don't know. Someone said they couldn't hear me.
Yes, I can
Maybe
hear.
they can't hear Diz. What are you giggling at? You're the cutest people.
Daz is always laughing.
Life is a game. Why not just effing laugh at it and just be like,
Yeah.
I'll shut up now. Maybe. Well, I've been going since noon and it's 2:00 in the morning. So what? 14 hours is non.
I think she's yelling at the cable guy. Let me turn my volume up.
This is nothing.
So let's put something together. Or who has the most pull with the Haps team around here? Brian. Yeah. We gotta pitch something.
Coming on for 262 days.
We gotta pitch something to him.
I'm still a little upset because I don't have a VIP
I
badge, which I should.
I think they should definitely be open to something like this, though, for real.
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
I think so.
I hope so.
Send them an email and ask.
You guys have some awesome points.
The problem is, I think you guys are thinking you can raise a lot of money, and that's where I'm having a little bit of trouble because I see people, if they're lucky, if they make $4, some to make $7. Then you get somebody else on, and because they're a really beautiful girl, they'll end up with $100 in one night. That's
Really beautiful.
Yes, I've seen that happen, and I think it's wrong because.
well,
I
we
don't
can
make
all
any.
dress in our bikinis and sit in our little tubs. I'm down.
Bo's completely right, by the way. I have
kidding,
no idea
I'm
what to do
kidding.
around him.
Pedro's.
I just listened
I'll
to
put
Bo.
the bikini on the outside of my clothes so you can.
He got both of their names wrong. Pedro is scared of me, and Brian, and Brian is scared shitless. Who's
Pedro?
I don't think he's talking about this Brian.
What do you mean,
No. It's Pedro's.
Pablo.
Pedro's the Haps team.
Peter.
Haps team, Pedro.
Yeah.
Pablo and
Brett on either. Brett Walker. And we have David Newman, who's the owner. And
you know who I think would be down with it.
I think there's an Adam.
I'm sure Pablo and Peter would be more than behind this idea, but you know who I think would love to spearhead it would be Lucia.
No, I think you're involving too many people. I'm looking at it. I think from a perspective because of this is somebody who's done this, and I know what it takes to raise a lot of money, and I don't think you have. I'm not saying you can't raise some money, but if you're thinking thousands, don't even think about it on here. That's not going to happen.
Well, why the hell not?
Because people on here, the majority of them a lot are out of work.
I like
At
Tim's
St. Paul,
optimism.
they don't have that kind of money to donate. I'm not saying they can't, maybe donate 5, 10, or if you are fortunate enough to be
Beardo and Weirdo could have porcelain hour right there. That's
absolutely
right.
not.
Pirate.
Absolutely not. You're wrong there. That's another thing that bugs me. Like,
Look here.
they should be making a lot of money on their shows, and don't
There's some Pyrex for you.
prove me
Look,
wrong. Let me
I could
see you
get
raise several $1,000s. I'll be totally
if you
surprised.
ever want to get Piano Man to come into your broadcast, just do that.
That sound.
Yep.
Is that like a calling sound?
Yeah. then Piano Man will be here. I heard Pyrex.
Fuck it, let's go. Hell yeah, Bo. That
Yeah.
takes
think
much
you
of the
have
money
a
in.
great idea, but I just honestly don't think that even if you raise $50, $100, and they match it for
Yeah.
what they need down there, I mean,
Yeah.
that's nothing. What is it going to buy?
It's a fraction. You're right.
Every
So
little bit helps.
Every little bit does.
I
help,
wonder
right?
maybe if we could put our heads
Most of the
together to
time-
find a way that makes a bigger difference. Like what's something that's more poignant that we could make a bigger impact on.
We'll
That-
find one or two families that's down there, like in direct,
Could we
contact
get
with all
people?
this,
Yes.
And yeah.
But
help
again,
that
there's
one or
Direct.
two
we're going to
families.
be putting all that information out. Watch and see. Like they did for Katrina, and you want to make sure that it's legit who you're sending it to.
Yeah.
So
That's a
a lot
decent
of people
point.
say don't send it to the Red Cross, don't send it here. But I'm sure as time goes by, I mean, look at CNN. I forgot the address, but they already put up something. But hey, I gave money to Haiti. Where is it? Where's all those houses they were supposed to build for the people to live in? Corrupt government took the money.
A lot of that.
Well,
So,
I'm sure there's something that we can do.
be like
I still like the
I'm being realistic because
That's
I've done
that's
that.
necessary. That's necessary.
I think
That's
if you want to do it, go ahead. But if you do it, keep in mind that if you're thinking you're going to raise thousands of dollars on this platform, I'd be surprised if you did.
I think
Because I
you're
don't
right,
think
but
people have that kind of money, especially after
yeah.
COVID
Yeah.
and
No. No, I'm not
people
not the
literally
average
rely
Haps
on
viewer
the
either,
money
right?
they make
But
on
but
this
consider where your thoughts are. I agree with you, but I would say that you're precise because maybe it can't happen on here, but this can be the catalyst. This can be what gets that snowball rolling. That little proverbial thing just tumbling down the mountain.
yes.
Maybe it just starts somewhere.
But do you know how many other people are going to be doing this? I would be surprised if people are telling me already. And you know what?
You're right.
There's
You're
probably
right.
one already up.
You're right.
Lydia's just shitting all over
We're
this
right here
great
too.
thing we're trying to do.
We're broadcasting it. It's on YouTube and on.
It's on everything.
We're better off if we buy Powerball tickets and then give a portion of the Powerball tickets should we win.
No, that's tempting.
That's impossible.
Or just put it all in a big bingo pot. Or
Do you understand what I'm saying? No, it's hard to get people to give you 20 cents, 50 cents, $1. How do you think you're going to get them to give you major amounts of money?
Just show Bob.
What?
Yeah, open Bob's.
Show Bob.
Not for me, Jez. I mean,
No, I know, but
I probably could raise a lot of money if I did that. But
you gotta have an open mind.
Yeah.
I
Give our Haps community a little bit more credit than these. I just feel like we're sitting here trying to come up with this great idea. Oh, these fuckers aren't going to pay anything.
Oh Lord Almighty! I don't think I want to see people's boobs in other parts.
I mean, most
Oh,
of
you
us
never
are
see
really
anything?
poor. Most of us are really poor, and we can't, fend for ourselves most of the time. But we're getting out here and we're trying to help people who need help more than we do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you
No,
know,
I get the whole thing. I'm just being realistically. The only point I'm trying to make is if you think you're going to raise thousands of dollars to send down there, which is what they need, they're going to need a lot of money. And I mean, every little bit helps. And if
Yes,
you
that's
end
the
up,
it
how are
all
you going
like
to pay
Brian was
for
saying, it all adds up.
$100? And
There's going to be a snowball effect, we're hoping, and we'll get to that
but they still
eventual
haven't
goal of
on the app yet.
hundreds of thousands by starting somewhere. Um,
What? Wait, Tim. Seriously, how are you going to get to 100,000?
if we do something and spark interest in other people, other platforms, not
Okay, so
just us
you're
So
thinking
solely.
way out of reach of what?
so follow me here. Let's take this in the way that Lenny is absolutely right, because I agree with her. I'm a pessimist by nature, to be honest,
I'm an optimist, but I
and
know
and
from
I and
experience.
that's why I prepare for these disasters. I want people to be prepared, but I want to prepare them and help too. So in a semblance, I'd like to say, like, yo,
$5 times 2,000 people. Are there
like, it's
2,000
not going to
people
work,
even
but
on this app?
even
I
so,
don't
it
even
could
know.
help us prepare for when, hey, this app needs to be bigger. It could incentivize those that maybe are on the app sense to say, hey, these are users that like to use it in this way,
Hmm.
and it's a prospect, so we can empower them in this way or that way. And maybe that this is something that we can utilize in future
I
events.
think if you want to do it, go for it. I'm just trying to be realistic. Like, don't set your goal super high because I don't.
That's real.
Like those
You're keeping it real,
$5
and I respect that. And that's why
times
we need you on the
2,000. I
team.
don't know how many people
Yes.
are on the app. Do
Yeah.
you?
I
Oh,
understand.
I don't know.
I do
That's a
totally
good question.
understand what she's saying, and I guess I was taking it incorrectly at first. I was initially hearing there's no way you can hit the type of money that they need, so just don't do anything at all.
No, no. I mean,
No, no,
you
she's
know,
yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're
I'll
saying,
tell you
and
right now. There's already help Hurricane Ida cats coming to Buffalo. Oh Lord.
I mean,
Somebody already created one, Hurricane
here at
Ida
home,
disaster. And you know what?
that makes me feel good though,
Hold on,
in a
hold on.
silly way though, right?
Here we go. Oh Lord, what is this one? She's already raised 126,651 out of 150,000. This is hold on. Cat one biggest. And I have an issue with this because you don't know who this person is.
Oh,
What does it say?
that's another thing.
All this.
see, Bo's taking it the way I was,
Uh-huh.
but
And
I mean,
whatever you decide, I'll back you. But like I said, I think if you think that it's something you want to do, go for it. But if you think you're gonna win, like raise $126,000 on apps, I'd be shocked if you did.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Well,
I'm trying to really hold on a second.
there it is.
What is this thing expensive?
So I mean,
Maybe
I'm
it's
down.
Japanese.
I'm down if we want to take this to the Haps team. I fully support it, and I'll be happy to donate a little bit. I don't have a lot myself, but I do a little bit. Um,
Well,
Now,
I
see,
think that's good support. I think it's good to
can I
weigh in.
give you an idea? Right?
I'd donate my time too. I'll do an hour stream on something, whatever. I usually uh, get some. We got 300 on the eyeball now. That's
Okay,
that.
let me
If
just ask you this question: what is the
sure,
highest amount, if you're willing to say, that you've made doing a broadcast, especially lately?
what's the highest amount I've made?
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. I don't even look, to
Uh,
be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
you know what the highest amount I've seen
Mm-hmm.
is, like, someone making to the point where they've gotten that trigger reaching. Where is it going to get to close to 500 in a month? But that's not a lot,
500 in a month.
right? It like
You can cash out at 200. You can't cash out before you've got 200.
right.
I don't even come on here though for
Oh,
money.
one scope where somebody came in and obviously knew the girl that was singing and gave her a huge amount, but obviously that was
JB, we were talking about
who her name
doing
was.
some kind of broadcaster stream marathon fundraiser thing for the hurricane that's going on down.
Hero?
That's
Um,
right.
JB was asking what our cause was, and Lenny thinks it's a terrible idea.
No, I don't.
Lenny is supporting it. She thinks it's good, but
I said
she
you do.
she
If
thinks
you're
it's
gonna,
terrible.
if you're
No,
thinking
she,
you're gonna get, like, I don't agree with this. Like,
She
I
thinks
don't
it's a
think
waste of
that-
time.
No, let me
we love Lenny.
No, I don't think it's a waste of time. Any amount helps. I agree with that. But I hate
She's
to
keeping us.
waste 20. I'm trying to give you a reality check on how this works because I've done it.
JB, we are invading Yemen.
And I'll tell
Yes.
you, when Twitter,
With the emus.
when Twitter, 12 years ago, I've been on Twitter, right? When I was on Twitter way back then, I saw that Kirstie Alley, the actress, was wanted to do something to raise money to get, what do you call it, like, so kids in Africa could have clean drinking water,
Uh-huh.
and she called it Aquathon. So myself, another girl, we offered to help her out, and we're still in touch to this day. I don't know Kirstie as well as the others, but I mean, I did.
Awesome.
I did speak to her. I had some time.
Kirstie Alley of Cheers fame.
Yes, and
I love
a
that.
24-hour marathon on Twitter,
I'm so jealous right now.
and we raised. I don't remember because this was 12 years ago. We raised enough so that they were able to have 3 of these, whatever they're called. I can't remember. Blank because I'm tired. You did not book.
Right.
Good old Bo.
Oh, that's good.
I can't hear Lenny again. I gotta keep turning up her.
Another guy. All of us were from Twitter, and she, one of the guys actually met up with her to help her do all the setup and everything from her house, and then there was a problem with that, so they had to go to a motel room to set up, the whole thing. Poor Kirstie couldn't last the 24 hours, so the rest of us took over and stayed up until, yeah, I think it was 6 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Was it a waste of time?
No.
Okay.
Different. You don't have the amount of people on Hap that you do on Twitter. Plus, you had a famous person involved.
Oh, we got Kurt Schilling and Brian Ramirez.
No. Don't. Kurt's work. I just left the broadcast. Kurt's doing something else right at the moment. He just offered to open up his 33 acres if anybody needs a place to put animals from Texas or Louisiana.
Which is pretty damn amazing.
You can't always go after them because, he's still got a family of 5 kids in college and all kinds of things. Doesn't mean that they can't afford it, but, you don't want to take advantage of them either. We're lucky to have him on here.
Yeah.
Do it.
I can't think about the amount of animals that are displaced
here's
during
the
this
example. Now, would you donate to this? Okay, let me just read you to an example. I went on to see if there's already
I slept with Kurt Schilling.
GoFundMe account made for the Hurricane Ida disaster. All right. Let me see you understand where I'm coming from. There's a woman named Sophia Torres. You never heard of her. Stop laughing. the dogs. I guess they were flooded out before. It's kind of scary looking. But anyway, that's mean. And it says, this was me and Lucky during Hurricane Isaac in 2012. This is the
Uh,
first one. Now imagine what a high end category 4 will do to us. Hurricane Ida will become the biggest battle BRC, what's BRC, has ever had to face since moving to Louisiana. In California, it was the wildfires and Santa Ana winds. And although we have been through other hurricanes since moving here in 2011 and flooding on a regular basis, blah, 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 Hurricane Ida coming in at a high end Category 4 hurricane will definitely test our strength. So then she keeps talking, then she talks about struggling with donations due to COVID pandemic. I don't know what VRC is even. Then it goes, we will not be able to sustain the expense of the predicted damages to come. Add to this, Tia Torres, will not be able to continue hustling on a daily basis for donations, grants, funding, fundraising, because not only will we all be without power for quite a while, but we will be putting our lives back together for weeks to come. We're not going to make it without all of you. I mean this from the heart. We are scared. Please help us. And this woman is asked for put a goal of 150,000. She's already raised 126,651, and people don't even know this woman. I never heard of her. Who is she? This
Hey, you become famous.
no, she's not becoming famous. My point is, she could be some. Never mind. You know what? I need to flag this one.
No, this
So
is Twitch.
you
Twitch
don't
comment.
understand how these people scam, is what I'm trying to tell you.
You want to become famous?
I already am. In my own mind.
You know, an F4 tornado came through where I lived, 10 miles away
Mm-hmm.
from where I lived at the time in 2013. And Morton, Illinois, F4 went through, destroyed everything in its path. And you know, within a week's top time, the whole community got together
Yeah.
and built everybody's houses up again, and it was beautiful. So no matter, even if there's not that many people on this app, like Brian was saying, it's a starter point. And you know, there are some like realistic like points that you know you need to look out for, but at the same time, like anything is possible if you just believe.
Yeah.
I hear you. I just,
start
I guess,
somewhere.
you know what I guess it is, man, and this is maybe where I'm wrong. I'm basing it on what I see people making in their broadcast, and it isn't a lot.
I see what
They
JB
only
or
do
Resonance
bits and
just
pieces.
posted. Organized groups with several people who compete against each other in the fundraising over a certain time
Mhm.
period. Wow,
Yeah.
competitive organization.
I
Now
hear
that's
you.
talking. That might be a catalyst to some real fundraising. I don't know how Haps
You
would
know,
feel about that though.
hey,
Maybe they
it's
would.
your idea, guys. I'll back you 100%. Do what you want, but I'd like to know. It'd be very interesting. So go for it. But I don't think you're gonna get. It's just a personal opinion. That's all I can say,
No, but
based
I
on what
have
I
to
know.
agree. Like just being real, I have to agree. There's very little monetarily I could see being
Yeah.
contributed. So at the same time, we have to keep an open mind. And you're right. How else can we make a better impact? How else can we make a difference? You know?
You mean through hats?
Yeah. Or just being people, reaching others with our word here. We're here.
That hold on, I'm losing you because I was reading across the. Let's check it out.
E-spirits, decorp, not competition. Like, okay. I like that. Hannah Vienna.
Organized consensus. Yeah. And do you want to become famous?
Me, I already have my fame. I've been in the movies. I've been on TV. I've had my 15 minutes.
Off the
Saying
rails.
this?
Off the rails.
I'm not off the rails. I have been.
I'm not
I'm
talking about
already
you.
on posters from my old strip club, so it don't matter.
Hell yeah. Hell yes.
It's fine.
Touching you, sweet Caroline. Oh my. Well, I think it sounds like fun, and it sounds like something I'd definitely be behind, and I'd love to do something with it. So, um, let's try and bring something to the team.
Blah blah blah. Hold on.
No worries.
Well, send, you dumb thing. I'm not going to throwing all this out when you won't send.
What?
I'm doing something else.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now, I see this as a total scam. I'm an expert at this stuff. Yep. What did I not do? Ugh. I did right.
You know, adding chocolate chips to your Chex Mix is really the icing on the cake.
Adding chocolate chips in your
Chex Mix.
That's a mouthful.
Chex Mix is awesome.
That sounds pretty
Yeah.
good.
I did say that. Man, this is messed up.
That's probably why I'm giggling today.
Sorry. Let's go back to late night with Lenny. Enough of this nonsense. Oh, Lord Almighty. I'm tired.
You know, people hate these bastards. I love them.
Oh, they're the best.
The rye chip,
Yeah,
What?
yeah, they're the best.
the Chex Mix. Everybody hates them. They're like the little brown thing.
What? What are you talking about?
The
Yes,
rye
it's gone
chips
again.
in Chex Mix. Everybody hates them.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh, the rye chip. Ugh.
Yeah, see?
Ugh.
That's like a pumpernickel bread. Fuck that.
I love pumpernickel bread.
No, sorry. I am
Use
about
it.
that.
What's
So
wrong?
too sour
I
for
thought
me.
I knew someone out of the group hated them.
I think it's great. I think they're great. Brian doesn't like them.
I like blue cheese too.
Yeah. I pour tequila in my rice checks.
Oh shit.
Little Bo.
Oh, that's a little sour.
Yes.
See, and how much fun would Bo have on this lengthy broadcast marathon
Yes.
fundraiser?
It'd be
He could
great.
bounce from stream to stream and just yell at people and hit them with all the good Bo comments.
Him and I got into a discussion about bacon. He likes
Bacon?
crunchy bacon and I like limp bacon.
What do you, so who won that argument?
He did. I think. I don't know. Limp. Some people like it hard, some people like it limp. I don't know.
Oh, Des. Des. Did we lose her?
I'm beyond. There's Joe.
Joseph.
He walked in at the wrong time. Right when I was saying hard and soft. Hard and limp.
Just wow. So much wow. See what happens on the Haps late night.
Don't give Des chocolate.
What now? Am I missing something? She gone. She go.
It's not like completely limp. It's like half and half. You don't have
God, the worst. Half
And,
and half bacon. Not right. It's not right. Sacrilegious.
half and half bacon. It's kind of hard, but still limp.
Horrible.
Oh, they're not gonna do anything with us. They're not gonna do anything with us. They're gonna, these wackadoos. Erect bacon.
What?
Wrecked bacon. Is it wrecked or get wrecked bacon?
Well, that bacon's wrecked.
Get wrecked bacon. Packed with a punch. Whatever you want. Get wrecked bacon.
That's right.
Oh man.
Some firm pork there. Oh my. Well, guys, thanks for coming up. Thanks for the conversation.
My pleasure.
Yeah, man. I don't know if we can make something happen. We'll see what we can do. I'll definitely put a word in for it if anybody else wants to.
Would certainly love
Oh
to.
no. Haps isn't responding. Do you want to close it? Damn you.
Bo has said we are doing the fundraiser. We are doing it. So awesome.
Okay. All right.
Well, thanks again, guys. I think I'm gonna hop down for a little bit, try and get some sleep finally. And
have a good night. And
yes, and Lenny,
Thanks
thank
for
you as
having us
always.
up.
Yep. We'll see you guys later.
Ernie, Des, love you guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Ciao. Peace.